still the same overbots except for Futu. So Futu, I guess we've been here before. Oh, on the daily. We must have been here before. So that's the end right there. Futu is to be bought. Sorry, to be sold. Oh man, the Futu. See, this is what you get, watch. I feel bad for these guys, man. I'm stuck to it. Let's just look at Futu while we watch Futu. Oh, yo, these guys, check them out. Futu numbers speak for themselves. This should 3 times in 2 years' time. So he's saying it should be 150 in 3 years' time. 150. So that in 3 years' time, should be at 150. So in 2024, it should be at 150. When the market is to bottom, this is supposed to be at 150. I don't know. I would say 58 is the highest you're gonna go. 50. Yeah, I don't even see you getting that high. Because on the daily, the weeklies look promising, but this daily does not. Plus, you're in a channel, so you draw as a channel, man. So you're in that channel. So what are you gonna? I just wanted to pierce 52. That way you can sell it at 52 and be gone. So this one, Lee, I mean, it beat the channel, but you'll see that by 8:30, which is less than 10 minutes, you might get a closing back down here, or the reversal. So we're gonna watch for that. So we got Futu on watch, we got Lee on watch to show you where they will top out at. There's Lee. So Lee did close above the channel. That is a breakout. Gonna reverse, maybe. Gonna use the top of the channel, maybe. All right. But back, guess who's Bizak? So I'll just put on out some NIO price target stuff. So we're saying Lee. So Lee kind of hopefully just pausing there. Got to get back inside this channel, or tomorrow we reverse. There's no way. There's no way you're gonna start climbing the top of that channel. That's not gonna happen. FYI, that's not gonna happen. Then this thing here is pretty much telling you, like, bro, any day now, you're gonna break down from there. So there we go. Push it up. 52. And go. The Nasdaq has chilled a bit, so this thing is still rocking and rolling. 51.99. I mean, it's gonna go to the yellow line. Let's get that right. But once it crosses 52, you're gonna get a bunch of people excited. They're gonna jump in, and you're gonna end up at a lower price today. If you get a third tail, close, third tail close, like one tail, two tails, three tails, you'll get a retreat back down to the at least the exponential moving average of the 5 candle, so 5 hour. Okay, let's check out Lee, see how Lee's doing. Lee was another one that we marked up. So Lee came back, try to tag the breakout line. Seems like it wants to hold, but if you look at this RSI, it's really sloppy, like really just curvy down. And I think we already discussed that. We already discussed that it's out of time. It's out of time. Like you don't have any more room. You're done. You're out of time. You have like maybe a day or two, and you have to hold that strength in order to even fit here. So you're out of time. And that's why time drives stuff. It's like if you could be rocking and rolling, and it's when it's time, it's time. You could be sleeping, doing nothing, then all of a sudden one day it's time, because you're, in this case, it'll be that you'll be rocking and rolling, and then one day you don't fit here anymore. So the next day you're born down here, and it's time. Just by time, you're flopped on the other side of that trend line, like you're pushed, and that just puts you in a position of bearishness by time. Our DBX, man, it should be nice if it just slammed into the top of that channel, but it's pretty much just stuck here. It needs to come back down to be able to bounce again and see if it can do it again. But if you don't have anything to bounce off of, then I don't know how you're gonna, other than to consolidate sideways, just keep it going sideways like for some time, and then eventually, so you're going sideways, and eventually the trend line you meet, and the trend line just kind of bumps you up. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at Robinhood. That's one of the ones that a lot of people did not that they didn't expect it to go this percentage, but there's a lot of upset investors about things that have happened in the past and quality of the application and the service. So they really ragged on this stock for a long time, until it was time that you can't. Doesn't matter how you feel about it. It's time for it to change direction, even if it's temporary. It's time to get those gains. You are Futu. Did you or did you not? And you did not. So it's 9:23. We got 7 minutes before this hourly candle closes, and it did not do the 52 pierce or the 52 close above that. Lee. Boom. There's Lee respecting the rules of the game. There's rules to this game, and you have to respect them. That's just the way it goes. The charts have to respect them. The players have to respect them. Everybody respect them. Let's take a look at Rivian. Sorry, Rivian. I'm a dummy. RIVN. Up 13.22%. Ooh, let's do the analysis. Aw, man. I hate these new ass charts. I hate them. Oh. So yeah, it's too long. It's too It's too short on the weekly. There's nothing for me to do. This thing. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Where do we got it? Rivian. I wonder if I ever own a Rivian. Rivian. Dang. Rivian. Headed lower. Rivian. Yeah, it's still going lower. Back, probably double bottom. Man, it sucks. Sucks. You can fibulate the top to bottom if you want to. If you wanted to. Oh, sorry, that is not correct. Yeah, no. That's definitely not going to happen anytime soon. Let's fib this last drop. Okay, that's possible. Just fibbing that last drop is really the levels. 4250. Well, could that be it? Back to the 618 of the latest drop. For now, our challenge is just closing above this and confirming that, because we have not done that since it's a fairly new stock, so we have not done that since the 50 simple moving average was even born. We pierced it once, but did not clear it. Did not clear it, but these are beautiful patterns, so these are really nice patterns. And then here, we might have a head and shoulders here. Inverse. Inverse head and shoulder. Rivian price target. Let's just say I don't know, say here. If we did it here, no, here, no, here, right to 4250, and that 4245 is on July 6th. I don't know, I'm just saying, I'm making that up. That would be the top of the channel. I mean, that's how dates work, right? That's how dates work, so I'm just guesstimating. Having too much fun with Futu. And then Lee. See, I try to keep people out of trouble, you know. Lee is not going to close that above that, so that is done. That is Adan. Okay, let's look for stuff. Let's check out the heat map. I think that's a good exercise right now. Damn, it's hot. Check out the heat map. What's up with this heat map? Heat wave. Just the NASDAQs. Damn, Meta. Damn, Netflix. JD. We'll see what's up, man. These guys are not. Tesla's up the most. Nvidia. Let's see Tesla. Oh, let's check out our cycles. That's what we should be doing. Let's get this heat map out the way. Tesla. So Tesla, rocking and rolling. Tesla rocking and rolling. It's gonna have to chill, right? The 11%'s a lot, so it's gonna have to chill out, man. Just chill out. That way you don't, like, tomorrow give so much back that you ruin today. Tomorrow, if you gave a good 5% back, we're still okay. But once you start giving 8% back, and oh man, 8% out of 12, or so Tesla. Do we have any cycles today for Tesla? At 12:30 p.m. So this is not gonna chill, or it's gonna have its next leg up at 12:30 p.m. Okay, so I think it's gonna chill for a little bit. Nah, it ain't chilling. That thing ain't chilling. So right now we have Apple coming in, cycling at 10:30 a.m. It just so happens that today there's a lot of cycles for day trading stocks. Yeah, so this will start taking off at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. And Tesla, I mean, let's not play with Tesla. Geez, Revlon. But you know, Revlon's like going up a lot, but this is an example of you know, trying to get to that 50, stay above the EMA so that you can go to the next level. This Revlon, I mean, geez, this thing is, what's it doing here? What are you doing, Revlon? Yeah, if you don't sell Revlon today and take your gains to buy in lower, tomorrow should be your day. So what do we see? Possible breakout of a RSI, right? So that's a lot of that. Possible breakout. Breakout of a RSI. So a lot of things happened here. 6. We should go ahead and call out the next level. 6.71. Sorry, I'm having some doubts, so I gotta be more sure. So I bib it, and I bib it. Big. All right, people online are so crazy. They're saying that this is already through the squeeze process, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. A short squeeze is when you haven't hit the bottom. Like, you can't squeeze something that's already at a low. Let me show you an example. So that REV, right? We know it hit $1. Look, this is nuts. For people be calling it a squeeze. This thing was $40, right? So they shorted it all the way to $1. A short squeeze is like when they're shorting it and they get squeezed out of their short. That's a short squeeze. No one squeezed them out of their short. They shorted it to $1 from $40. How is that a short squeeze? It's not. I just think that they just buy it up at the bottom. It's done. Not obviously the banks ain't buying it, right? Banks ain't gonna be buying it at 42% up for the day. That's like a big no-no. So, anyways, that short squeeze is funny. Even with AMC, it's not a short squeeze. It's like, how is that even a short squeeze? They took it down to $1.91 and then they let it go, and all of a sudden everybody, it's a short squeeze. So I think they won. I don't think you beat them. You squeeze them out. What'd you squeeze them out from $1.91 to 10 cents? Because they sure got quite a bit from this squeeze. So anyways, that is it. Even GME squeeze. There was no squeeze, bro. They took you to $3 from, it's even just from 48. I think they won. And then they let it go, and then you bought it. Somehow y'all called it a squeeze, but it's doing good. It's in the channel. And it has a long-term, I don't know. I mean, this reversal here is like a bad sign. I don't know why people would think this is good for it, but it does have another leg up. As long as it stays in this channel, it can definitely climb back to the 350s. Yeah, Lee stayed. Futu. Futu, we're looking for, see if it still attacks that 52 by the end of the day. Oh, it did. There you go. 52.37. Right at the tip. Right at the tip. And we're done. I mean, that's all I needed to do. Tomorrow, it can relax tomorrow, pull back down, and see if it wants to stay between the top of the channel and the 200, or what's it going to do. But definitely it's turning up the moving averages to become bullish on the bigger time frame, which is the weekly, monthly, right? It's trying to be bullish here. So it's trying to do the 58. Maybe next month. What are we doing here? How much is this? 58.20. Futu 58.20. I told him Revlon is really good. It might get bought out, right? So that's not good for a trader. Like, it's good for a trader, but it's best for the investors, the people that want to own the company, a part of the company, want to invest and believe in Revlon, go to the board meetings and do all that stuff, right? So he said, well, if it's good for them, then why would it not be good for me? You don't have a lot of money probably, and I say that because neither do I, not like that. And your money could be best invested somewhere else instead of waiting to see what this buyout ends up being. The people who bought this stock at, let's just say, $2, not even $1, $2, they're already at 200 to 300% return, and not even the shareholders that have Revlon are gonna get that. So those are the real winners right there. All right, let's get back on track. What are we watching? What are we doing? Okay, so we said that Tesla, no, Meta, no, we're at 10:30 Pacific time. So Apple was starting at 10:30. So Apple. So let's just tune to Apple and see what it's doing. What are you doing, Apple? So Apple started off the day and set up for a bullish pattern. This is this pattern right here, which is a big green bar, and the 3 bars like this. It's almost some of the most perfect, beautiful patterns, bullish patterns that you're gonna find. That's called the inside bar bullish pattern. Okay, and that's what it's called in the professional world. In the book world, it's called all kinds of things. I don't even know what to call it. I'd be embarrassed calling it all those things because it's just an inside bar. It's a big green bar and then inside action. Flip it around, it's a big red bar and inside action. They happen all the time, except this one is really nicely nice and tight and nice and above the moving average, all that stuff. But this is another inside bar right here. You know, this is another inside bar right here. They're small, but they're there. You know, this is a reverse inside bar. So those are the patterns you need to look for. This is an inside bar that kind of kicked off, but then failed. Obviously, it was the end of the session. So, but that's inside bar, super important pattern. So get to looking for it. Just the inside bar alone, you can live off of it. Okay, so there's no secret about that. That's a known term. But if you read the books, they are very confusing, and there's 1,000 patterns you need to know, and that's almost undoable. So we're waiting for Apple to do something because it's cycling at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, and that's where we are right now. We're at 10:55 Pacific time, 10:55 in the morning, and we were watching Apple do its thing, but it's just kind of taking its time. At least the first half hour of the hourly candle. Got 4 more minutes to give us the completion of that half hour. It just kind of likes to act sometimes one half hour one way, the next half hour the other way. There's various patterns of that, so we don't predict until the candle's completed at the end of the hour. Second minute, the half hour. Watch it touch the EMA 5, which is the green line, and then maybe that'll be the low for that candle, because it needs to come down and touch a moving average, and that's the exponential moving average of the 5 candle, which is in this case 5 hours. So come on, come down. And you know what? Sometimes they don't even have to touch it. They just have to get low enough so that when they go back up, like let's say this candle is going to be really bullish, when it gets bullish and closes, this has been pulled up a little bit and it's now touching, kind of like that, right? So when this candle gaps up in the morning and stays up and closes up for the day, this moving average pretty much almost touches the bottom of the candle because it stayed up for the day. Had it come back down, then it's not really pulling up the moving average. So this one might come back down a little bit to touch. It's called a kiss. So you have a touch, a kiss, and a kiss of the moving average is like barely little peck, not even really reaching it. Like I kind of wanted to give you a kiss, kind of not. And then a touch is a touch, right? You touch the moving average. A pierce is a pierce of the moving average. Revlon. So the Revlon, then still rocking and rolling. Obviously because people think it's going to the moon, but it's not. I think we did the Revlon work, right? Did we not? Revlon's not that hard to analyze. We'll do it now. I think we had done it. I'm not sure why it's not on here, but you know, you just fib it. Hit the low. You got 741 is your possible stop. Not for today. I mean, geez, that'd be crazy if it did it today. But tomorrow morning. And then Tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. Yeah. $6.30. Yeah, I mean, that's it for today. That stock's not going anywhere. $52.37. Boom. Lee, we gave a sell at 36.08. It outworked us to 37, but came back down to 35.93. So Apple looking like it wants to go. So we said cycle time was this candle here. Do you see how it's like, that's the, I don't want to draw, well, I'm going to have to draw it anyways. Volatility won't start on this symbol until that price is broken and closed above. Right, two things move a stock: volatility or just price action. Right, it's that the price is moving because of volatility, or the price is moving just because it's moving to action, like regular price action. So those are the only two reasons why a price chart moves. Then from there, it's like, okay, what was the catalyst of the price action? What was the catalyst of the volatility? In this case, it would be a cycle inversion. All stocks don't rise at the same time, and all stocks don't fall at the same time. It takes something very, very significant for that to happen. Very significant. And there it goes. 6:37, 6:38. Everybody's happy. You don't short this. You definitely, I mean, you gotta be a fool to short it. I used to be that kind of fool, so that's why I say that. You gotta be a fucking fool. I mean, it was 40 cents, right? What's another 10%? On something that already... What's another 10% so that it can just go and touch it and then come back? That's not a big deal. Give you the 10%, come back home, reverse the next hour. Sure. Let's check out Apple. I'm sure it... Dang, it's still respect. See that? See how that candle won? That price we set? See the respect that it gives that price, knowing if it closes above that price, it's going to take, not take off, but it's going to be volatile, and it's going to take off to the opposite side. And actually it becomes unknown now, because volatility is like, you know what I mean? Price action is different. Price action is going towards, but when you add volatility, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, it's not the same as just regular price movement. So Apple knows, I don't know how it knows, but it knows that if it goes up too high tomorrow, it will give back the gains. But if it stays here and doesn't go up that high, then it doesn't have to give back that much tomorrow. And then when it gives back whatever it needs to give back tomorrow, since it's a little bit, it can use the rest of the day to rise. That's just an example of how the chart's playing me, right? So I need to be ahead of the chart and think, okay, what can you do tomorrow? And that's exactly the scenario. I think the market will rally into the close because of the good day it's had. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. See, it's 12:30 Pacific time. Half hour left. See how Revlon is like, oh, I'm gonna go for that 740. It's gonna try. There's definitely people feel like they're missing out. You ain't missing out on nothing. You already missed out. You know, it's like it's too late now. I know it's 80%. It's not doing 80% tomorrow. 20 more minutes. You can tell the Revlon is everybody. Look at that. The highest part of the day is where everybody is piling in. 3 hours of a lot of shares. The crazy part is this one is this one is higher than this. Oh man, you can't do that. You can't do that. Tomorrow this thing's gonna be like $4. You're gonna be like, oh, I should have got it. I should have waited. I'm just kidding. It's not gonna be $4. Could be, but I think if anything in this area, 470. I think actually in total it will be. Could even go to 4. From 4 to 470, I would say that would be a great buy anywhere in there. And then using the candle low from today, that 87%. Because if that crowd gets taken out, oh man. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it. We're so far from gone just so we can relive it. All right. It's not doing shit. I'm gonna stop staring at it. I get excited. Get excited staring at it. Apple, nothing. It's just gonna chill. We got 17 more minutes. Maybe the last 10 minutes. Nah. Maybe it's just saving it for tomorrow. It's a nice bullish pattern. So maybe it's just saving it for tomorrow. All right. Apple. Same with Amazon. Maybe it's just saving it for tomorrow. Amazon's not a pretty bullish pattern, but it's there. It's there. It's more like a flag, right? I mean, I wouldn't really even play it like a flag, but it looks like a flag. Right. Beep, 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 beep. It says. Then it's got to make the decision tomorrow. Yeah, that's not a flag. Sorry. I don't know. I don't feel too confident about it. That's why I say I don't know. It's got the triangle shape. And it's supposed to decide right now. It's supposed to go boom, at least to here, or boom, at least to there. So we'll check it out after closing. See what it looks like. Hoodie hoo. That one same. Little bullish inside bar action. It'd be nice if it closes above the EMA. But regardless, it's still gonna head for that 20. Regardless of what it is. Or some earnings. Maybe some earnings tomorrow morning get the market all hyped up. That one, same. Decent bullish pattern. Nothing crazy. But maybe it breaks down tomorrow. Okay. So REV coming back in. It's fine. I mean, it'll probably stay up there like that. But tomorrow, this sucker's coming down at least 30%. People are gonna, well, sorry, not 30%. 30% of today's gain. So, if we were to get a close estimate, it would probably be around $4.75, $5 more on there. At least that. These things they tend to and there we go. So let's just check real quick. Apple. So it didn't go. So it saved it for tomorrow. At least for tomorrow morning. It saved it. And then we had Amazon. That told us no. Said no, I don't think so. So that's not a good sign. So maybe that one goes down tomorrow morning, fills in the gap, and then I don't know. We'll see. See what that one does. Hood. I'm so hood, I can't help it. Yeah, that's not a good one. I mean, it's not a good pattern, but it's still inside the bar. And that's it, really. We'll be back tomorrow.